So, welcome to an episode of Chris Finds More Things. So, I'm going to talk about what I did find and what I didn't find in that box from a couple weeks ago. So, of course, most of what I did find that I'm not going to show in videos is a lot of records from the late 50s and early 60s. That's sort of that Bing Crosby, Pat Boone, Patty Page, Louis Prima sort of stuff that I'm not interested in and doesn't really carry any value at all. Probably a couple that are the most interesting that are maybe along those sorts of lines. You've got Kathy Young in The Innocents, A Thousand Stars. It's listed as rock and roll here on the Indigo label. Pretty poppy for that. I do have a 1960. I did get the promo version, which is like a median $20 record. The non-promo is like $1, $2 record. So for whatever reason, the promo for that one's much more valuable. And then just for some kitschy fun, we've got some Eartha Kitt with Henri Rene and his orchestra with the Santa Baby. Easy listening from 1953 on RCA Victor. It's like a median $6 record, but I don't really think so. And of course, I found a lot of rockabilly and R&B, as I described in the previous video. Now, one of the things I didn't find at all with all those more obscure rockabilly records, there wasn't a single record by Elvis Presley in that box. And then as you get later into the 60s, there wasn't any Beatles. There was hardly any classic rock besides some of the Turtles that was in the bargain box. And then there was this that I did find. There was a Janis Joplin, Me and Bobby McGee from 1971, which I think was released shortly after her death on Columbia. So this is like a $2-3 record. But now some of the things, of course, didn't find any Elvis at all, as I said earlier. I did find some Sun records. It'd been really nice to have found some Elvis on Sun. Of course, the Elvis and Sun I have is the Elvis on Sun that was the Third Man Records Vault box. Now, one of the lucky Vault people got the originals as well, which of course wasn't me. But let me show you a few other of sort of the rockabilly R&B records that were not in the original Chris Finds Things video. So we've got Stan Robinson, Can't You Give You Fever, rockabilly from 1960 on the EMI label, low 11, median 33, high 60. What's probably the most notable thing about Stan Robinson is that he's the father of Chris and Rich Robinson of the Black Crowes. Reading up on him, I discovered that he sort of soured on the music industry and tried to steer his sons away from it. Obviously, they went with it. We've got here Wally Lewis with Sally Green from 1959, some rockabilly on the Liberty label. And then you flip it over to the B side, you've got Joanne. So obviously, Wally Lewis was a playa. Low 5, median 14, high 30. Sid King here on the Dot label from 1961. Hello There, Rockin' Chair, low 3, median 5, high 15. And then we've got some Schlager for Tommy. We've got Freddy with Melodie der Nacht, 1960 Decca, so a famous German Schlager singer. So this is a promo, and apparently the non-promo sold for like $11. And then you flip it over, and then there's something that I'm not even going to try to pronounce. Then, of course, I'm going to show this again. The Music Machine, The Eagle Never Hunts the Fly, that cool garage record from 1967, median 47, high 125. And notice I didn't show you in the video earlier, I've actually got an original Sound Company sleeve with it that's in very nice shape. And then some stuff, I'm not exactly sure when soul becomes Northern Soul, but this record by the Paramounts, The Girl with the Big Black Boots, 1965 on Mercury. This is a very valuable record, and it's one of the ones that's in good shape in the box. Low 27, median 60, 62, high 72. And you've got the George Simper Rhythm Committee with It's Your Thing on the Rema Rema label. And notice we've got the Rema Rema company sleeve here, low 2, median 8, high 12. This was an Isley's cover. And then I found some 10-inch records at a different location, completely different from the Chris Finds Things box. But at the little wagon, tiny little vendor mall that I drive by every day going home. Deep Eyes Under, Cursed Be the Deceiver. This is a 1999 metalcore record on 10-inch vinyl. And then the sealed American Football with Pure Symmetry. Flip side is the Mazzy Star song Fade Into You. Some Midwest emo from 2021. I already own this record. I bought it on the green vinyl. And then this one, which is still unopened, is on the pink vinyl. All right, so I found 3 picture sleeves without the record. So we got this Melanie, this Diana Ross, and this The Guess Who, all from about 1970 or so.